There's going to be a new way of doing it today, just for today. Tomorrow, I don't know. Next program, I don't know. But today is going to be a different way. I'm going to read my point out. When I read them out in point, then it will be written along, of course. It will be written along. It's already there. It will just be displayed on the screen. I'm going to be reading from my laptop here. And so that after reading, my presenters would ask me questions just for more clarification of the facts for today. So the title of the message I penciled here is The Sense of Essence. The sense of essence is the consciousness of the fact that no one is without a value. The consciousness of the fact that no one is without a value. No being is lacking the strength to make meaning in living. No being, be it animal or human, is lacking the strength to make meaning in living. As long as you're permitted to live, you cannot lack the strength to make meaning in your living. No one lacks power to produce value. If you don't discover your value yet, you have the power to reproduce a value. It is not just to discover a value. You also have the power to reproduce a value. Okay, in the Holy Scripture, it is written we should multiply and replenish the earth to reproduce the values on earth. So, what is lacking is the sense of essence. The write-up said, what is lacking is the sense of essence. The sense of essence. The dispensation has lost the sense of essence. People have gone out of the reality of originality. People have lost the sense of the reality. The new sense has deceived us to outsmart the nature. The new sense has deceived us to outsmart the nature. We have truly cheated on the world with our value. We have denied the world our true value. We have denied ourselves the essence of being. We have denied ourselves the essence of being together. To complement effort, integrating value, and make reasonable living is no longer there. We are looking for what others can do for us, even when we are not ready to do anything for others. Getting without giving back to the giver. Everybody is looking for what to gain from others without searching for what others can gain from them. This makes everybody losing out of substantiality. We cannot access the best in each other any longer. What you get from people these days is not the best you can get from them. Neither could it be the most you can have from them. You can get the best when you are used to giving the best. We can get the best of one another when we are used to giving our best. It will be difficult to give at best without knowing your essence. You are missing when you don't know what you have to give to others. And that is the essence of this information. The easiest way to gain attention is by your attractions. Nobody has a business with your person, but your meaning, gift, and value. Everybody wants to know your essence, including your parents, whomever. Everybody wants to know our essence. Now, your meaning plus the essence of others is equal to substance. Meaning, when you complement the other people's essence with your value, it results to substance. Your talent may not be what you are thinking right there. Your talent may not even be what you can place value on right now. May not even be what you can use to gain living at immediate. It may not even be what you love doing at initial, but what you find easy to do in dimensions. You have the talent does not mean your talent can be known unto you. So what exactly is called talent? Your talent could mean the strength you have not noticed in you. What you have not known you have. You are, and you can be in living. What you have not known you have. You are, and you can be in living. It could be your talent. Talent is your own required ability to gain capacity in living. Your living might mean nothing to others until you discover your talent. Your talent may just mean what you have to offer. You are not important until you know what can set you aside. You cannot be valuable without knowing your value. You want to be special? It will be difficult without knowing what can make you special, what can make you different from others. You steal from the people what you often think you can get from them, because you need to give before getting something from others. Living is practically the act of giving the people what you have that can be of benefit to them. If you have not learned to give your service to others, you are not entitled to gain anything from others. If you have not learned to give your service to others, you are not entitled to gain anything from others. Then you are still far from living a true life. It has been observed obviously that in the practice of living, it is wrong to take from others the like that you have not given to others. So don't take from life what you are not intending to give back to life. Don't take from the people the value you are not giving back to people. And don't take from people the substance you are not giving back to the people. Thank you.
Wow, this is a wonderful program. It's exceptional. From the Talent World host, Dr. Prime Fortunate Bekelelua, and we are so glad we are in the house with him too, to also get educated. And I believe you also have gotten one or two things to learn from all he has just said. But before we leave the studio, we have some questions to ask Dr. Prime Fortunate Bekelelua for more clarification. And I believe those are the questions you are also asking, and you get answers to them soon.
Ayola Pandoya, the Shopamu, Shopamu.
My people, this Ayola Pandoya, the Shopamu. Honestly, we enjoy. I like food so much. Ayola Pandoya, very good for you.
Ayola Pando Yam, ready in 5 minutes without the stress of pounding.
Eat Ayola Pando Yam daily is the best for the family.
So the first question I have for you, which I believe most of the viewers out there are also willing to know, in your quote, you said something. You said you may have a talent, doesn't mean your talent is known to you. So how can your talent be known to you? Please answer this for us, sir.
If our talent is known to us before now, we would have been exhibiting our talent. Everybody, the world generally would have changed. So I believe it's a very simple quote. It is not what we don't have that is affecting us. Generally in Nigeria, a lot of people complain about so many things, but if you check very well, there are resources everywhere. So most times it's not what we don't have. It is what we have not discovered we do have. My simple answer to that question is a question of self-discovery. Self-discovery is what the society is lacking. It's not really what we don't possess or acquire. We get a lot of things from the aspect of nature or creation. Humanity has a lot in him or her that he has not discovered. Most times, it is what we have not known that is our problem, not what we don't have. So when you're talking about somebody has something such of talent, and it doesn't mean that it can't be known to the person. Simply means there is gap between you having it and the time you are able to discover it.
I have another question for you, and the question goes thus: what is the essentiality of talent? What is the essentiality of talent?
Talent is important to living condition. Talent is important to living well. That's what I mean. Somebody, you can't live well or very well without consulting your talent. Talent, in essence, is useful for living condition of the people. Nobody can live with fulfillment without the involvement of your talent. Talent is what makes you relevant to activities. If you are a doctor and it's not in line with your talents, you will be lacking. That's the truth. You cannot effect any change there. And I don't believe somebody should be in a place without making a change there. If you are a human being, as our faces are different, there is a change that is expected of you wherever you go. But without talent, you can't have it.
Thank you so very much, sir. I really appreciate you, sir. I still have another question to ask you, though, as per what you just discussed with our audience out there. You categorize talent into abstract and concrete most times in your teaching. Can you really break it down?
I would say talent in category will have to do with abstract and concrete talent. We have abstract talent that is hidden from the knowledge of the people, and that's the truth. Then we have concrete that is commonly known to the people. Then what do we mean by abstract talent? When we talk about the abstract part of talent, I think it's referring to an attribute that is good in living or for living. The abstract part of talent is not well explained in the word of the day or in the school of thought. So with this, we will try to clarify them like you ask. Then the abstract part of talent is an attribute we sense with people. You understand that some could be very calm. It's an attribute, it's a talent. Some could be very loyal. Some could be very positive. You know, we have so many attributes that we can refer to in people as talent. This abstract part of talent, people don't know how it benefits them. You know, they don't know what it can do for them most times, and subconsciously it helps human, but they don't know. I was referring to what singled most of these well-known Nigerians heroes out at Initial, which people don't really know, and it is what they still need to maintain the position they are handling. People don't believe their talent helps them. They don't know how it helps them. Even they themselves, many of them might not even know how this talent has been of help to the position they are holding or where they have been privileged to be in life. Nobody gets up exceptionally or do anything exceptionally without the involvement of this abstract known or unknown talent in him or her. So because the abstract talent works through attitude, most times people don't know how they get to where they are. Everybody has these traits in him, though we might not know. Okay, we don't even know how it works for us. And some of them might not even know. They just see it as normal life, but they are born with it. There are qualities that they just found in themselves. And like I've said before in our meetings, I've said that there's no one on earth that does not have these two talents. You have the abstract one, you have the concrete one. The concrete will have to do with what you can use your body to do. Concrete talent will have to do with what you find easy to express with your system, with any part of your system. Some people find it very easy to blow. You understand? Some people find it is very easy to use their legs. Some find it easy to express their sight. I had a friend then when I was in school. His name is Daddy. You know, that guy, if you give him one textbook, he will finish him within a day because he's a fast reader. So the talent he has, probably, I'm just saying probably, is the ability to capture things quickly with his sight.
Thank you very much, sir, for that explanation. It's actually mind-blowing because personally, I didn't really see it from that angle that you have explained it. So thank you for that, sir. I also have a question here. While you were quoting, sir, you said something about meaning plus essence of others equals to substance. Can you also try to broaden that quote, sir, so that we can also learn further from what you've said?
In further clarification, I would say meaning in this vein simply means your value, the purpose for which you do have a value or essence. So now the understanding of your essence with other people's value will result to substance. So the meaning of this to me is when we can integrate, when we can bring together our values, our gifts, our essentiality, our essence, the good thing you have discovered, the good thing you can do for others in you, or that can be of benefit to your life or the life of others that you have discovered in you. That is the meaning. Then the essence of others, that is the reason, that is the gift of others, and the reason why others are others to you, why they are somebody to you. And like I've said, nobody is someone to you without a value. If he's not valuable, he's nobody to you. Value makes you relevant too. So that is the essence of your connection with anybody. Okay, so now when these things can be well understood and joined together, it is sought to substance, and sometimes, like you said, is an advantage that both would benefit from. It will result to, there is a scripture that says that one person will chase 1,000, but two, it will multiply to 10,000. So that is what it means. When we come together, there is a force at work that we don't see. There is a unison force. So that force could do anything. It could do far better than what other people, what an individual can do.
Thank you very much, sir, for that broad explanation. It's I'm sure viewers at home would have understood what message you are trying to pass across. As well, myself, I've understood it further as well. I also have a question here, sir, that talks about the talent and originality. Most times when you talk about talent, you also refer to originality. So is it that originality is hidden in our talent, or how can we bring out our originality through our talent?
I want to believe they are twin brothers, in the sense that you cannot express talent at the uttermost if you are not original. That's the truth. In fact, it will be very difficult to even discover your talent when you don't have the sense of originality. The talent we know today they are not at the utmost expression. People who express their talent they've not really touched the depth of talent. We are talking about talent. We are talking of the stuff humans have in them that can be of life, or you understand that it can even change the whole world. Somebody express his talent and been able to go on initiative, being able to initiate what we are enjoying today as light. Without light today, the world would have been in darkness. Even people who are original, who are expressing their talent, they are not very much original. And that is the limitation to talent expression. What we know we can do at ease, we can do it at ease, but we are not giving all to it. So a lot of people will even ask, why are you not working along with your talent? Talking about the abstract talent now, we are not working along with it. We don't know how to make use of it. So why? They will tell you, I've already learned something. Some will even tell you, because they have so many certificates. Some might say they have master degree in this, master degree in that, another. I've met a lot of people that they don't really know what we call talent. Many thought it is the skill you acquire. It is not from the external force. It is from you. What is missing in our world, it is not what we have not learned. We have acquired a lot. We've acquired, but whatever is called acquiring, it is not from you. It is borrowed. It's from someone. So I think it is self-knowledge that is missing in the world today. People don't have the adequate knowledge about themselves. They don't know what is in them. They prefer to study even another person, not themselves. They don't even have any single knowledge about themselves, about the stuff they are made in. So let alone their talents or something that can be of benefit to the people around them, or that can change the world for them, for their good. Do we understand now? So the originality is what is minus. It's not there any longer.
Okay, sir, sorry for the interruption, but quickly I would like to know something, though it's not part of the questions I have for you today, but I would like you to please tell us, how do we go about originality that has been subtracted from the expression of talent? How do we go about it?
Primarily, we start with a self-consultation. We need to examine ourselves to know if sincerely we are sincere with our lives. It is sincerity that is called originality that is missing in the midst of the people, in the life of the people. So don't even talk about people who are expressing their talent. Those ones have even done well in fulfilling the primary assignment of the expression of talent. But what about the people who have not even known, or the millions or billions in the world that have not really known that they do have a talent? The sense of sincerity is what is missing. We are not sincere with ourselves. As in, when a child is growing up, of course, you want him to acquire a Western education as fast as possible. A child will now go to school and learn what others have brought to them. Of course, we don't let them know they also have something they should learn in themselves. It's lack of sincerity. I mean, the foundation is what is faulty. We don't have. It is not in Nigeria alone. And the Western world were trying once upon a time, but right now we don't see more trying in any nation any longer. Everybody is just after how to survive living, and not preparing for a living we are aiming at. So the sense of originality that is missing would start from with finding the sense of sincerity in us. The sense of sincerity, the sense of purpose, the sense of motive. What should motivate us to take our children to school should be first to broaden their mind, but it's not the primary. You understand? It's not the essence, it's not the full essence of going to school. Because that's affected a child from that primary school, secondary school, university day, and you even see a professor who will not be able to make any change, let alone make a change for people around them. In all our entities or ministries today, we have a lot of knowledgeable people. There are professors, there are experts there, but there's no much change that is seen in things, because this foundation, the foundation of education, is faulty. So the education that is primarily focused, it should not be the prime. The Western education is not enough for a child. There must be a knowledge of living in that child before even the Western education can be useful for that child. So, to be precise, the sense of sincerity that is missing has affected so many things in the society. So, and it is when we have been able to find this sense of sincerity that the originality can be our question.
Queen, what have you learned so far? Because, like, seriously, I've learned more than 100.
The first thing I've learned is before now, I never knew there is something like abstract talent. I never knew patience, love, or attributes in humans is also categorized, one of the category of talent. That's one of the things I've learned today. Then another thing I learned is how I can know my talents, because someone called me last week and he kept pressurizing me that I should tell him how he can know his talent. And all I told him, because I not that I didn't have an answer to give to him, but I know I may not be in the right position to give him such answer. So I just told him to come for the talent discovery program, which held yesterday, Saturday. So what I just learned now is how I can discover my talent, how to know what your talent is in you. Because most times, like in the quote Dr. Prime gave in his teachings, he said, "It is not, your talent may not be actually what you love to do. It may not be what you love to do." I'm not saying it is not what you love to do. It may not be what you love to do. It may be something else. So it doesn't just have to do with, oh, I love to sing, so singing must be my talent. No, that's another thing I've learned so far, and I've also learned the importance of talent, and I have also learned how to be original, because 99% of humans, they are not original, maybe including I myself. I've not been original, but today I will be original, because I've learned how I can be original. The first thing I have to do is self-consultation, like Dr. Prime educated us. He said we should consult ourselves. with that, it will help us to originality. It will help us to be original in everything we do.
Are you original?
Well, to a large extent.
So Dr. Prime broke everything down here. He said most of us existing on earth, we're not original, including myself. I know I'm not original. Maybe there's something in me I've not even figured out, right?
It's possible, but as for me, I would say that to a very large extent, I've learned how to be original today.
Fantastic. Wow.
Because I know you might be expecting me to say I've been original.
Oh, thank God, yeah. I said meaning what I was going to ask you next.
Yes.
But I'm good. I'm so happy you didn't disappoint yourself.
I know that it's not easy actually being original because you might not know what you're trying to do. From what he explained to us today, he has really broken how to be original down to little words that we can relate with now. So fantastic. Right now, I think, let me not use the word I think, I believe I can be more original.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Prime. You've been a timely blessing. God actually sent you the right time to this world because trust me, this is what we need in this our end time because nothing is working again. And if we have 2-3 people like you existing on this earth and they're really ready to give it the sacrifice it takes, trust me, we are going places. But of course, I'm a party to this. I'm on your side. Are you for him?
I'm not against him.
Fantastic. So we are on this course, right? All together.
I mean, the plane is piloting.
Oh, fantastic. Viewers out there, learn to be original. Originality would not take anything from you. It makes you better. You know, it brings out that thing in you, that value you think you don't have. Because if you have a value and you're still spicing it up, it's not original. When you're original, it comes raw and you dish it out raw. And trust me, you go places, you fly. You don't need to start crawling. You see most of our upcoming artists, they're crawling because they're not being original. But when you're original, trust me, you will fly. The sky is even a starting point for you. Thank you so much.